Last year, I made multiple six figures working 4 days a week from the island that I live on that's pretty much in the middle of nowhere in northwestern Ontario. And before you roll your eyes and think, oh, this is just another make money online video, let me show you something. This is my actual life. You know, we hunt, we have great big gardens. My family and I travel all over the world. We take a few months off every single year. My kids boat themselves to school. We could homeschool, but we don't, probably should. And, you know, like the nearest Starbucks is like 3 hours away from me. I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in a forest. We have a really, really cool life. And I've been able to build this by working online. But you got to do it the right way. This is not another like network marketing video, nothing like that. I'm going to show you the exact system that I use to build a serious business. We're talking about a digital empire. This is not just some like theoretical bullshit, but the actual day-to-day operations that let me build a multiple six-figure business while living in the middle of nowhere. Here's what's really going to blow your mind. I only work with clients 2 days a week. I create content 1 day a week. I take Fridays pretty much completely off. I mean, if you are working 60-hour work weeks right now and barely making ends meet, this video is going to change everything for you. Guys, let me be real with you. Most entrepreneurs are building businesses that become prisons. You know, they think more hours equal more money, but really that's employee thinking. Not entrepreneurial thinking, definitely not sovereign mind kind of thinking. This is what I call the sovereign CEO freedom system. And it's built on 3 core principles that most people get completely backwards. Principle number 1, less is more. While everyone else is teaching you to diversify your income streams, I'm telling you to focus on one thing, one high ticket offer, one platform, honestly, for at least a year, until it's generating high cash months. I know you're hearing this messaging like from everybody online, but until you're already generating high cash months, those diversified income streams are actually just diverse distraction streams. It takes a lot to run a successful business, to create the product, to deliver the product, to fulfill it, to market it. And most entrepreneurs are working with a very small team or maybe just numero uno, and running that one-person business is really, really hard. So the idea, I mean, confidence is good, but the idea that we could run a 6-figure business and then multiple businesses with just us, especially in the beginning, it's kind of a lie. So personally, I have one core program. We offer it in group and we offer it one-to-one. So there's 2 tiers, but there's only one program. One program that I work on, one program that I have to market, one program that I have messaging around. That's it. There's not a bunch of random funnels. There's no affiliate programs. There's one offer that transforms my clients' businesses. And because I perfected this one offer over many, many years, I can charge premium prices and also deliver incredible results because it gets my time and it gets my attention. My clients regularly hit their first 20K, 30K, even 50K months because we're not spreading our energy across multiple mediocre offers. Principle number 2, organic content before paid. Organic content is where it's at. Everyone wants to just skip to the ads because it feels faster, but here's what they don't tell you. If your organic content sucks, your ads will suck too. You'll just be paying to show crappy content to more people. That's not what you want. I built my entire business on organic content. 80,000 followers across platforms, multiple 6 figures in revenue, all without spending a dime on ads, literally until this year. We've started implementing some like a few key Instagram follower ads, but the bulk of my business, it's all been organic content. And I see this mistake in so many coaches' businesses where they jump to ads, but honestly, the ads are terrible. And the creative matters. Views matter. Yes, putting some money behind an ad will get more eyeballs on that ad, on your content, but it doesn't mean that they're the right eyeballs, and it doesn't mean that you couldn't be reaching more people. So we want to really fine tune your ability to create great organic content first. And then once we know what's working, then we can leverage that with money using paid ads. My organic content system is really stupid simple. I batch create everything on Mondays. I do a little bit of research, maybe 15 minutes, and then I write out everything. So I'll write out scripts for ads, scripts for reels, scripts for YouTube video, and then I do all my filming on Tuesday. So Monday, all the writing is done. Sometimes I do this monthly and get like way more done. But it's a different headspace. There's a different headspace that I need to be in for researching and writing, and a totally different headspace that I need to be in when I'm filming. You know, you got to put your makeup on. You got to have a lot of energy. You got to be ready to go. It's totally different. So I don't want to be doing that all in one day. So really, all of my content, my newsletters, my emails, my ads, reels, done and dusted, and it saves me hours every single week. One day, done. Then I get to just show up authentically the rest of the week, engaging with the people that like my content, engaging in my stories, engaging in my Instagram channel, engaging in my free private community. Principle number 3, systems that scale without you. Guys, I'm an ADHD entrepreneur. I resisted systems my entire life. It was a really hard thing for me to wrap my head around, wrap my brain around, but they are essential if you actually want to grow. You want to build systems that your business can work without you. Most coaches think that they need to be available 24/7 just to make money. I find that without systems too, they end up doing all the tasks of their business every single day. Emails, admin, meetings, coaching calls, content, all of these things. So they end up working really hard every day, but they're never going anywhere productive. It doesn't work to try and do everything every day all the time. You know, scheduling in itself is a system. But you're not going to be able to scale like that. That's just creating an expensive job for yourself. I mean, it's cool that it's your business, but we want your business to make money. If your business is not making money and growing, then honestly, what's the point? It's not enough to just like your business. We want it to grow, and we want you to be compensated for all that hard work and time that you're spending building your business. So every system in my business is designed to give me more freedom, not less. My onboarding is automated, my client delivery system is systematized, and my content distribution runs itself. Now, I have a small and mighty team now. I like to keep it small. I like to keep it tight. I have 3 people that help me. But for the first 5-6 years of my business, it was only me. So it's totally possible to do this all on your own. The great part about scaling your business, you're going to get more income, then you're going to have more money to work with to eventually build your own small and mighty team. The only thing that I personally do right now in my business is I create content, I coach my clients, and I make strategic decisions. Everything else is delegated or automated. So here's my actual weekly schedule, and I want you to pay attention because this is how you build real wealth while also maintaining your sanity. Mondays are for writing, research, a little bit of business development, different headspace. I'm like planning, researching, writing, organizing. So between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m., I research and I batch create all the content for the week. Again, I also do this monthly just so I can like really get ahead of everything. Between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., I might have some meetings with the team or do some strategic planning. I might look at my launch calendar. I might think about what podcast guests I might want to have that week. From 3 to 4 p.m., I schedule everything, put it into the calendar, so I'm never waking up thinking, what am I going to do today? What should I work on? It's already decided. It's already done. That alone saves me a lot of time. Tuesday is filming days. So I put on makeup, I pick out my outfits, and all day long, I'm just filming. So I will probably create some long form content. So I'll film 1 to 2 YouTube videos. I might film a podcast that day. If we're generating new ads, I'll film 1 to 2 ads, maybe 3 reels, and I'll just get it all done and dusted in one chunk. Sometimes it's just one thing. Sometimes it's a whole bunch of things. Sometimes more long form, sometimes more short term, kind of depends on what we're working on. But I have a huge chunk of my work done for the week and the month done all in this day. And it's great that this is the only thing that I need to do that day. I don't have any meetings. I don't have any client calls. I'm not looking at my emails. I'm just doing this thing so I get to stay in this energy. Because to be honest, guys, I've been doing this for like 10 plus years. I still find it really hard to get in front of the camera. I still find it hard to muster up the energy. It still feels weird being on a screen. So I kind of have to amp myself up. I'll wake up, I'll work out, I'll go for a walk, I'll shower, I'll get ready, and then all right, let's go. And then I know I don't have to do that the rest of the week if I don't want to. I'm actually a super introvert, which might sound funny. I speak on stages and I'm a blabbermouth on the internet and do podcasts and all the things, but I'm actually an introvert. So it takes a lot for me to get ready for camera. So I prefer to get it done in one day. Honestly, saves me hours every single week. Wednesday and Thursday, this is for clients. So I'll meet with clients, I'll take coaching calls, I'll show up in our group scale program. I might do an Instagram live that day, I might do a podcast, again, different energy. I do have to be energetic, I do have to show up, but I'm not filming. It's okay if I'm ugly that day, it's okay if I didn't do my makeup. And I'm really just focusing on serving other people. So I might get some work done for clients, I might meet with them, and that's kind of the headspace that I get to be in for these 2 days. Friday, it's not totally off because usually there's like some things that I need to tie a bow around, right? There might be something that I needed to edit. I usually have like a money date with myself. So I might look at my bank accounts, money coming in, money coming out, love to pay attention to that. I will see if I missed any messages, some email, like some simple organization. It's kind of just like cleanup time, admin. I'm usually done by 10 a.m. and then I'm done. I actually take guitar lessons every single Friday afternoon. I'll go pick up my kids early from school. And then honestly, it's just family time. I'll go for a hike with my dogs out here. And then I move into the weekend, which is usually a digital detox. I'll have my phone with me to like check messages from friends, but my weekends are sacred. They're super protected. Because I'm in the online space so much, my eyeballs and my brain really need to be outside as much as humanly possible. So I work really hard during the week so that I can take my weekends off. So no work emails, no client calls, pure family and personal times. So let me break down what actually generates revenue, because I know you're wondering how working less can actually make more money. You have to start off with a proper business model. If you are someone that, you have a small following right now, you kind of make content here and there, and then you have this great idea where you're going to sell like a low ticket product, guys, we got to do the math on that. Low ticket can work if you have a big following and lots of influence. But if you're selling a low ticket item and there's not a lot of people who know about you, like the math is just not mathing. We have to start off with what's actually a profitable product. What's a high ticket product or a high ticket service where I don't need to sell it to a ton of people? I have some clients that have really big audiences, like 300,000 plus, and they do really well with low ticket products, but the people are there. The easiest way to grow your business is to sell more expensive stuff. You got to make sure it's good stuff. You got to make sure it's something that people want, but you don't have to deliver it to as many people. You see, when you sell low ticket, you're playing the numbers game. And the numbers game is really, really tough. Low ticket downloads, low ticket memberships. It's a numbers game. So that means you got to sell your stuff to a lot of people, hundreds of people every single month. Or you could build a business around a higher ticket item and you only need a few clients every single month. That's the game that I want to be in. That's the game that I recommend to most people. My core program is high value, transformational, it's high ticket, and it lasts for 6 months. I work with 15 to 20 clients at a time, and I will take on a select amount of one-to-one clients at double the price of the group program. So I have one offer, but 2 tiers. So it's the same thing, but one is group and one is one-to-one. Occasionally, I'll help a creator friend with a one and done strategy session or a VIP day. Sometimes people come to us who aren't a good fit for our program. They have different kinds of businesses. Maybe they do network marketing, or they're an artist or a YouTuber, and it's not quite what we're doing in the program. Sometimes if I have capacity, I will say yes, and we'll do a one and done session, but it's not something that I market. I keep my marketing on my program. A reminder too, that when you just talk about one thing, you're going to attract all kinds of people. So don't worry about shutting the door on money. When you talk about one thing relentlessly, consistently, you become known for something, you get more attention. The key in this business model is, because I'm not burnt out, because I'm not overwhelmed, I show up as the best version of myself every single day for every single client. So that means that they get better client results. The fastest way to grow your business, guys, is not how many followers you have. The fastest way to grow your business is to have happy clients. That's going to lead to testimonials, referrals, and case studies that are going to sell the next round of clients. This is a beautiful cycle that gets easier over time, not harder. Look, I know maybe it sounds too good to be true. Maybe the whole work from home sounds like cheesy. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, sure, my business is different though, or I could never work that little, or yeah, that sounds nice what you're saying, but I've been working my ass off and not getting results. Here's the truth. You can't not afford to not build a business this way. When organizing your time like this, like pairing like with like activities, changing your business model so you have more revenue coming in. When you have more revenue coming into your business, everything gets easier. You get your time back, you can get better software, you can hire team members to support you, everything gets better. The alternative is working yourself into the ground for the next 20 years. Doesn't sound very fun. If you're a coach, creator, or a service provider, if you're making under 10K months and you're working more than 40 hours a week, something is broken in your business model and it needs to change. I want to help you fix it. So we have our Sovereign CEO Scale program, where I personally work with entrepreneurs to build these freedom-based business systems. But I also have a really cool community called the Sovereign CEO, where I share a lot of these systems for free. I drop in here every single week with trainings that help you guys grow, just to prove that I'm happy to give this stuff away. There's so many things that can help you. Never let money be the thing that is in your way of growing. That is such a lie. There's so much great free content on the internet, but sometimes you got to put your money where your mouth is to show yourself that you trust yourself, to actually give yourself that gentle push, right? To put some accountability on your shoulders. So if that's you, if you want to know more about our program and how that can help you get 5 to 10 more clients every single month, there's a link below. You can book a roadmap call with us. We don't work with everyone, but we'll ask you some questions about your business. If it's a good fit, we'll go over the roadmap of what our program looks like. We'll show you some behind the scenes. And if it's not a good fit, we're going to send you home with some strategic action steps that you can apply right away. Or we'll just invite you into the free community so you can learn with us for free until you're at that point where you're able to work with us. This video opened your eyes to what's possible when you build a business the right way. Hit that subscribe button. We're creating a movement of entrepreneurs who refuse to sacrifice their lives to their business. The whole reason of building an online business is to create more freedom. You have more freedom when you get your time back, but also when your business is generating real revenue, 10K, 20K, 30K months. Freedom isn't handed to you. You have to build it strategically. That starts with your systems. Guys, I hope you like this video. I drop a new one every single Wednesday. Hit that subscribe button. Again, if you want to join our free community, you can just click the link in the bio below.